Is there one on either side? You ready? Are ready though?
Yeah.
What's on there?
One could stand me here and you could come on the other side. 2 minutes. Right. All right. Everyone is here and ready to go. Good. So we're live. Okay. We're live and we're going to start then, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here this evening for the launch of Project Love with the Frederick Smith Secondary School. We were supposed to launch Project Love just before COVID-19 would have shut the school, and unfortunately that initiative was cancelled. But before we start the launch of Project Love, please allow me to say thanks to everyone for taking time out of their schedule to be here. So Rebel and Mavericks Sports Club have joined up, and we decided that we're going to start an initiative with the Frederick Smith School where we will come together and we'll create this project initiative where we can allow students to be interactive and engage with us in several activities going forward. So before I start, a warm welcome to our special guests participating in our launch. Senator Dr. Ramel Springer from the Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, Major Michael Boyce, Principal of Frederick Smith School, Ms. Lisa Gale, the Chairman, thank you for being here. Mavericks, PRO, Michelle and Rochelle, thank you for being here. Raphael, Ms. Scott, teacher at Frederick Smith, and to everyone who was a part of this launch, we thank you. So today is World Oceans Day. It's a recognized day where we acknowledge the importance of the oceans on our livelihoods. So what we at Rebel have done is we started last year on World Oceans Day a project called Bins for BIM. So we launched that with several different environmental organizations and groups, and we got about 100 people together, and we would have painted bins and we placed them out in our communities after. So since then, we would have hosted several workshops at different schools. So we went to Springer School, we went to Golden Grove Community Center in the Pine. We would have had also workshops with Expedia Travel, some Barbados tourism partners, and some other schools have expressed interest as well in participating in our workshops. So to all the students locked on, we look forward to creating opportunities with y'all. We wish to take your ideas for projects also. But the Rebel Bins for BIM project is what we are going to launch today with you. So 40 students have bins that have been delivered to their homes, and they're going to design, as you see, these designs were painted by other students at some of our other workshops that we have already hosted. And the students are gonna make their own designs, and today we're gonna have a live bin painting demonstration as well with artist Troy Burgess and Carrie Ann from the Council for the Disabled. So as we go on to that, because that's the fun part of the activities, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the principal of Frederick Smith School, Major Michael Boyce, to say a few words on behalf of Frederick Smith. Thank you, Major Michael Boyce.
Master of Ceremonies, Senator Dr. Ramel Springer, Parliamentary Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, Ms. Carrie Ann Eiffel, President of the Barbados Council for Disabled, representatives from the Rebel and Mavericks Sports Club Inc., Mrs. Lisa Gale, Chairman of the Board of Management, Frederick Smith Secondary School, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the staff, the students, and the members of the Frederick Smith Secondary School family to express our sincerest gratitude to the principals of Rebel and Mavericks Sports Club Inc. for inviting us to partner with them in this very worthwhile initiative. When we received the initial correspondence regarding this project, I was inspired by its potential to positively contribute to and impact our internal efforts to further enhance the school culture and spirit of Frederick Smith Secondary School. This was subsequently reinforced in the discussions we had with the team. Firstly, This initiative provided an additional therapeutic avenue through art for some of our students to cope with the tragedy which had then befallen our secondary school, as well as the recent losses of other students before close family and friends. Secondly, it was another opportunity through which the talent and the creativity of our students could be shared with the community, thereby assisting with providing some very positive publicity for the school. Thirdly, it provided for the curriculum integration. It was an additional opportunity for students to satisfy the community service requirement of the CCSLC examination. Fourthly, since September 2019, we have been celebrating our school's 40th anniversary of service to our nation through education, either in the form of the St. James Secondary School or the renamed Frederick Smith Secondary School. This project, therefore, provided another opportunity for us to give back to the community as part of those celebrations. We therefore readily embraced the initiative and went full steam ahead with the plans for its launch. To this end, I wish to commend and thank Ms. Keisha Scott, teacher of art and English, who readily agreed to spearhead this project and was ably assisted by colleagues Ms. Tricia King and Mr. Dwayne Hope. This project was initially set to be launched on the 18th of March this year with some 80 students. However, COVID-19 arrived and other plans had to be going into place because we had to suspend that launch. The plan then continued, and here we are today doing a virtual launch of an amended program. Heartfelt thanks and commendations to all those students who volunteered to participate. We anxiously look forward to seeing the results of your efforts. We also thank their parents and guardians for giving permission for them to take part. The late Dr. Martin Luther King once opined, intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Initiatives such as this project, Bins for BIM, help with the formation of character. They provide an outlet for positive self-expression while reminding of civic responsibility to care for the environment as we seek to remind others to do the same. This initiative therefore reinforces a love for country. Dispose of all garbage in the receptacle provided. Once again, I thank the principals of Rebel and Mavericks Sports Club Inc. for the invitation to partner on this initiative. I also look forward to when the other component, the painting of the commemorative mural, can be done, as well as partnering with you on future projects for our mutual benefit. Let us continue to be safe given the COVID-19 pandemic as we covet the best gifts. Master of Ceremonies.
Major Boyce, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words, and we also look forward to working with you. So now we're going to invite the Barbados Council for the Disabled President, former Senator, President of the Senate, my friend, Ms. Carrie-Ann Eiffel. Podium here, right? Thanks. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Major Michael Boyce, Principal of the Frederick Smith Secondary School, Senator Dr. Romel King, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Technical, Vocational Studies, Principals of the Rebel and the Mavericks Sports Club, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who's locked on, good afternoon. You may be wondering, why at the Barbados Council for the Disabled? Why would we want to launch? Why would we want to be a part of this initiative? The late Sir Frederick Smith, not only was he known for his political endeavors, for his work in the legal fraternity, but he was also the president of the Barbados Association for the Blind and Deaf, one of the founding members of the Barbados Council for the Disabled. This project was to have been launched on the 18th of March, as Major Boyce has already said. And March, as everyone knows, is commemorated in Barbados as the Month of the Disabled. Therefore, at that time, we felt it was most fitting to honor Sir Frederick Smith in this way by partnering with Rebel and Mavericks Sports Club to take this initiative to their school, reminding the students of the importance not only to care for the environment, but to partner with other persons within the community with whom they may feel they have little in common. It brings about common interests, common understanding, and common appreciation of all the good things that we have to celebrate in this life. As we come together today in this virtual environment, an environment with which we are all too familiar these days, we are all reminded of how important it is to treasure that which we have. We come to realize a Barbados today that is not the Barbados that we found on the 1st of March this year. But we still treasure, and we still believe in, and we still beautify our country, because irregardless of COVID-19, irregardless of any other thing that goes on in the world, Barbados is and will forever be our home. Therefore, on behalf of the Barbados Council for the Disabled, the National United Society of the Blind, the Barbados Association for the Blind and Deaf, and indeed all persons with disabilities, we celebrate with you the launch of this initiative. We look forward to partnering with you in future endeavors. We celebrate the wonderful things that this project can do and will do for the lives of the students of the Frederick Smith School. Thank you.
Carrie Ann, thank you so much. And you know, it's always been one of the aims of Eco-Rebel to be inclusive. We think that it is very important that all activities are planned with the ability for all persons to be able to participate. So thank you, Carrie Ann, and it means a lot for us to be doing this launch at the Barbados Council for the Disabled. And now we would like to welcome Rochelle Lucas to say a few words on behalf of Mavericks Sports Club. Mavericks and myself would have met through Raphael Holder. He's one of the coaches for Mavericks Sports Club. And here we are today, and I look forward to doing a lot more projects with them in the future, definitely. So I'd like to introduce the PRO for Mavericks, Rochelle Lucas. Thank you, Rochelle.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy World Ocean Day. Today, we at Mavericks Sports Club Inc. are proud to be at the genesis of what we believe will be a long, successful, and fruitful relationship with Eco-Rebel team and Project Love. Our organization, which is based at the Police Sports Club in St. Michael and at Orange Hill in St. James, utilizes sports as our primary way to inspire, develop, and subsequently empower our membership. Football is our major sport, is the major sport for us at the moment. However, plans are afoot to expand our sporting disciplines in the foreseeable future. As a non-profit entity, we pride ourselves on encompassing a total package, facilitating not only the physical, but also the mental and emotional well-being of our members. Initiatives such as our overseas trips, which we coordinate annually. We won't be going on any this year, too bad. Thank you, COVID. Annually, to promote culture, awareness, involvement in sports, administrative exposure, as well as camaraderie. All these things are important, no matter if it's sports or not. Essentially, we seek not only to nurture the on-field talent, but also we seek to nurture the personal development of our members. We are a small sports club with big dreams. Dreams not only for our members, players, and administrators, but also for our future and our environment. Fitting relationship, right? Which is why we are so excited about the community initiative and collaborating with the Eco-Rebel team. Undertaking a partnership such as this reminds not only our members and players that we must be stewards of our environment. It also teaches us to pass on the sustainable behaviors that will assist in ensuring a healthy environment for us all. Last night I was on IG. It was a really, really good session with Nicholas Branker, and he said something that really stuck with me. So Nicholas said, we have to We have to be energized by the possibility rather than paralyzed by fear. I love it. Be energized by possibilities rather than be paralyzed by fears. And Eco Rebel embodies just that. And the reason why I use this quote. Well, we at Mavericks very pleased to be part of this venture for the Love Project, and we intend to be part of many more ventures with the Eco Rebel team. Thank you.
Thank you, Rochelle, and I love that quote. I think that if, as you listen to that quote that Rochelle just left with us, when you're doing your bin designs at home, I want you all to think of quotes that mean something to you, because painting on the bins is a way for you to express yourself, to express what you want to share with the world in your own way. So I'm looking forward to seeing the designs. Thank you, Rochelle. Now, it gives me great pleasure to invite Senator Dr. Ramel Springer, who is currently the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Vocational Training. In recent times, he has also been a consultant and researcher in linguistics at the University of the West Indies Cavell campus. Dr. Springer excelled as a student in a number of disciplines. He graduated from the university with a bachelor's degree in history, first-class honors, a master's degree in heritage studies, and a doctorate in linguistics with high commendation. I'm not seeing any arts degrees attached there, but we'll see how good his art skills are later. So, Dr. Springer has represented Barbados at the 4th Forum of Sino-Latin America and Caribbean Young Political Leaders in Beijing, China, and since penned a paper entitled China, an Alternative Partner for the Caribbean, that examined the relationship between China and the CARICOM. In August 2018, he delivered the inaugural Ermi Bourne Memorial Lecture, aptly titled Dame Ermi Bourne, Pioneer and Champion of People, which looked at the life and political career of the first black woman to be elected to the House of Assembly in Barbados. Thank you for that. He has been an educator for several years, both at the secondary and tertiary levels, and has contributed to the mentoring and to the molding of young minds here at home in Barbados as well as abroad. He, however, intends to use his experiences to reach and empower young persons living in Barbados, such as yourself. Thank you and welcome, Senator Dr. Ramel Springer.
Thank you, Masters of Ceremony. Chairman of the Board of Management of the Frederick Smith Secondary School, Mrs. Lisa Gill, Principal Major Michael Boyce, members of the Rebel Barbados and Mavericks Sports Club Inc, President of the Council for the Disabled, Ms. Carrie-Ann Eiffel, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is indeed an honor for me to address this online event entitled Project Love this afternoon, and for two reasons. I'm pleased that this project was conceptualized to lift the morale of the students and the staff of the Frederick Smith Secondary School, an institution that is near and dear to my heart. I know that the chair, she didn't know this, but I was actually a teacher at that school for just about 9 years before coming over to the ministry. So I know all these people. I know Major Boyce, I know the chair. These are my people. Now, it was mentioned before, but it warrants repeating that this launch was initially scheduled for March 18th, but was interrupted by the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic. And as a result, you had to change your initial plans. But I still want to commend you this afternoon for being committed to the cause and coming up with what I could describe as a very practical alternative arrangement. And that speaks to us, to the character, to our character as a people in this country, because since the decade of our independence in Barbados, one of the hallmarks of this nation's development has been a willingness to adapt and adjust to situations, especially as it relates to our educational system, to come up with ways to teach and to train in a more dynamic situation. So this is just an example of how we will not let COVID prevent us from getting ahead. We will not let this pandemic stop us from being great. And it's interesting that you should use art as a medium to project this and promote this particular project, because art has always been a part of the culture and the experience of not only students but teachers of the Frederick Smith Secondary School. For all the years that I was there, there were a number of murals on the walls of the school, and even recently, as recent as last year, I believe, a new mural was painted on the wall by one of our own art teachers, Mr. Don Small. And this mural was supposed to, after the tragedy that would have occurred on November 8th, was supposed to signal a new dawn for the institution, as it seeks to both leverage its tradition of excellence in the arts and in sport too as well, I must say. We've charted a new path forward into the 21st century. And I probably should say that again. And then in sport, we were excellent in sports all through the 80s and the 90s, and we have an excellent football team as well. And Major Boys can attest to that. But art brings out the best in most of us, be it as the artist or as the viewer. Now, I noticed that the chair had mentioned that she saw no art in my qualification, but I will have you know that I was a pretty good artist as a student when I was going to school. It was not the best, but I was okay. I was okay. Now this project provides a blank canvas, albeit a bin, but for at least for the students to express themselves in whatever way that they desire. And I want to commend the sponsors right now at this moment for coming through, whether it be with the paints or providing the cans or what have you, for sponsoring this, what I could also describe as a very worthy initiative. Now, art should be used by these students to playfully reflect the vision of the Frederick Smith School. When students take part in this project, it is expected that they take pride in maintaining these bins, and they feel empowered to protect them, because this will not only be a bin for as a repository of refuge, but it's their work, it's their expression, their artistic expression, and that is something I believe that they should protect and others should respect. It should hopefully motivate future generations of students to continue to beautify their school. I'm looking forward to seeing the videos and the photos of the final product. I know I'm still very close, very close to the school.
In front of you.
Oh, this one right there?
No, in front of you.
On the picture.
Oh.
That's one of the students actually couldn't wait.
Okay. Oh, well, imagine that.
Yeah.
You see? Now I'm looking forward to seeing the others. And I know they're going to be beautiful. Now to the students, I know you're watching online, and I just want to say that yes, there may be prizes involved, but I hope that you are not motivated by the need to win a prize, but rather motivated by your need to showcase your talent. And as I said, this will become opportunity for you to show pride in your school, and maybe not even just your school, but your community, because I suspect that some of these bins will find their way into the community, and let that be your motivation to beautify your community, be part of that change that beautifies your school, your community, and not be motivated by desire to win an award. Now, as I said, I hope that your efforts will not only be enjoyed by those persons coming into the school, but if possible, that these things extend all throughout Ho Town. And when I travel through Ho Town, I see them all along the way like that. That will be just be beautiful. And who knows, you may see them all over Barbados at some point. The sky really is the limit in this regard. If we start this thing and we do it properly, we can go as far as we want to go. So I want to end just as I started by saying that it is indeed an honor for me to be part of this activity and to engage in such a positive way to such a very worthwhile and positive creative project. I'm sure that the chairman of the board, Ms. Gail here, and the principal are eternally grateful that Project Love was conceptualized by Eco Rebel and by the Mavericks Sports Club, who, in the case of Eco Rebel, leads the scene to keep it green. They're the green, part of the green movement, and Mavericks Sports, who is out there trying to make a positive difference. Now, you have both lived up to your motto in this particular regard. Now, this partnership is just a prime example of the power of collaboration in achieving great things. And we are confident that the success of this project will reflect the value of cross-sectoral partnerships, and we trust that this would be but the first of many such initiatives. And with those words, I just want to encourage you to keep up the good work, encourage persons who are hearing, who are seeing me to come on board. You know, come on board and embrace maybe this school, maybe another school, and help with the beautification of Barbados, the beautification of our schools. With those words, I want to thank you again for the opportunity of coming here and speaking and sharing my thoughts and my views with you this afternoon. Thank you very, very much.
Senator Dr. Springer, thank you so much. And to everybody locked on watching, all the students of Frederick Smith, thank you for listening and joining with us today for our live launch. I am looking forward, honestly, to doing a lot more initiatives with you all, as Dr. Springer would have said, as well as with Mavericks Sports Club. So we're going to brainstorm and come up with a lot of fun, interactive ideas and ways for you all to express yourselves in a wholesome and positive way. Together, as Dr. Springer would have said, collaboration is key. For anything in life, I've learned that you want to get accomplished, you don't do it by yourself. It takes a team. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the entire team, Ms. Scott, Raphael, Andre, the Council for the Disabled, Carrie Ann. Thank you so much for allowing us to host this here. And we're going to start with the formalities now, and we're going to get to some bin painting. So you're actually going to get to see a live bin demonstration. And Troy, our artist, is going to help, and Carrie Ann is going to be painting. And now Carrie Ann will start us off, and we are actually doing a protest bin in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. We do believe in equality, and we think that this is a very important message to push at this time. So you are free to express yourself however you want at home, but today this is how we choose to pay our respects to the efforts being made to end racism in the world. So thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you very much, and let's get to painting. Thank you. So I'll get Carrie Ann to come and join us. You got me? You're going to come and paint? Yeah, of course. So we're going to go and do a
So we have the bin here. Sorry?
My homework.
So, okay. So Troy has taped on the quote, Black Lives Matter, Carrie Ann, and then you're going to come here and touch it. Yeah.
It's what it is. So I'll give you 800. Please.
And I used to show
We're going to get the first part. So at home, when you're doing your bins, you can use scotch tape or chalk to write on design. And then, sorry. At home, when you're doing your bins, you could use scotch tape to tape on quotes and just paint on the inside. Or you could use chalk and draw out your design and then paint on the inside. So because
It's nothing.
Baby, don't stop. Not really. When last you had an apron on?
I put my yours. Thank you very much.
So you have to decide where you want to have this bin finished. So you put it somewhere else. Yeah, so you're for that. I'd like to join us, please.
Yeah, I don't want to. Look, we so want to.
The APM, not paid.
I have a bin for you to take home. We have you going to put it on there and have it on tape.
Listen, I passed art, I failed art in second form. I dropped art hard too.
Alright, what color are you doing it in? Yellow? Yeah. Put some green in it. Yeah, Carrie doing L and Dominic.
Come down and do a trick that brought me at the sun. So I guess come on to the We can help you out, Mom.
There's only one picture. Only one picture that y'all took. Yep.
No, we need to do it again. So you were being
Looks like one. Oh, the whole thing, yeah. Yeah. Cause no, it was two. Oh, she did two pictures. She sent two pictures.
Yeah.
Let us finish this ass, alright? You got part of the ass first.
I put him to do it fast. Thank you, Carrie Ann.
You have any peach? You got green? I got a green here, yeah.
Here we are.
You need another bar?
Something in life.
Are you doing? Oh, that whole thing here.
Oh, you want?
They can just pull off. They're ready. Hi, Rochelle. You gone? Oh, Rochelle? Rochelle.
You need to get that. You gotta get a beat. You gotta change the beat.
Yes. So you can't go on that.
Oh, dear.
You can put it in that color scheme.
You can put that red on top.
Carol is one of the being now. Any painting?
Something dropped on you.
Okay.
You found that young man.
You do this yourself, right?
You're going to Virginia.
That's what it said. It's supposed to be
I was wondering,
Read between the lines.
No, darling. I am fabulous. There you go. Yeah, you can pay on it here.
Yeah, just get my green and
Oh, he's doing the way part of it.
Over these food consistently. Oh, you want to
The pins for them. This isn't it.
So,
Bins for BIM was a project that Rebel launched last year on World Oceans. We had family fun day. We had 100 bins and we invited persons to paint them and paint their designs on them. And then so we did several workshops and we decided to collaborate with Mavericks and to create Project Love, where not only we get students involved in also start to get them involved in sports, dance, art. We've been given the tools to make a repurpose item. We're trying to keep it online and interactive until students. Project Love allow us to No. Usually it's on workshops.
After the that's mathematics talking. Oh, I was about to say. I dropped out so far. That's the math talking there, right?
Working with them to spearhead some new initiatives. Where students, Mavericks have also traveled overseas on programs. We get to interact with universities, have opportunities to develop.
Hi, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I got my bags. Social distancing.
Social distance. Make sure we get it right.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say thank you all for locking on, and we are at the end of our live launch. Unfortunately, Vibe 25 wasn't able to make it today, so we will work out an interactive dance session with her after. And I can't wait to see y'all's designs. And this is their finished bin. And on behalf of Mavericks and Eco Rebel, thank you for being a part of Project Love. And bye-bye. Good afternoon. See you later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And please subscribe to the channel as well.
Raphael, I am